Hey, thanks for checking out Fast 80s Chop Shop. Here you have every right to be wrong, and I'm going to break it down for you. I just had to make a quick video this morning. I was watching PBD, and he had Nancy Mace on. I absolutely cannot stand Nancy Mace. Let me explain why. She is part of the problem. She talks a good game, but she's really part of the problem that's destroying America. PBD said, the Islamic community is moving in. They're having more kids than us. They're promoting their religion. They're growing. They're buying up Christian churches that used to be full and now are empty. And if you look at them like you would money and compounding interest, that just do the math, they're going to have more people in Congress. They'll be able to change laws, and they will be able to destroy America from within. Long game. And how do you stop it? And she's, well, I don't know. And, you bust them breaking the law. And he's like, but they're not breaking the law. You're allowed freedom of religion. You're allowed, they're doing everything legally. What are you going to do to stop them? And she didn't have an answer. But the answer lies within who she is. She's a Z-snap bad bitch. She's a boss babe. Now, I don't know if she has kids. I probably should have looked it up before I did this video, but let's assume that she does. Here's the problem, Nancy, and the solution. The problem is, while you're at work being a boss babe, the Islamic community is recruiting your children because you're not around to take care of them. I've heard it a few times. Andrew Wilson talks about it. Crowder and, Mark Dice. But you're not hearing, Sean Hannity loves Nancy Mace. I don't. She's a radical feminist, and feminism has destroyed our country. Feminism is the real reason why all, not some, all of our problems exist. And if you want to solve the problem of us becoming an Islamic nation at some point, again, I'll be long dead before that happens, but it's coming. Unless the government does an immediate propaganda campaign like they used to and promote little girls wanting to be moms, not just moms, stay-at-home moms. Because what they promote now is be a boss babe, pump out a couple kids, you don't need no man. Yeah, it's baloney. It's degrading our society. If you go, like even biblically, I can't say what the verse is, but it talks about like the perfect wife is, takes care of the home, takes care of the family, but also is industrious and busy and has side businesses and gigs. So I'm not saying that women can't be, fruitful, obviously fruitful with children, but fruitful in life. But we need to go back to all of our stations. It's mission impossible right now. And men have stations in life and women have stations in life. And men's station is you grab your sack, go to work, take your lunch break, go home, have a second job when you can, spend time with your wife, spend time with your children. Women, what's your station? The most important station on earth. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Your job is to have children. If you can't, be a good influence on other mothers who have children and other mothers' children. And teach those young children their station. and reality, and not 50 pronouns or whatever. The reason that evil wins a lot is feminism. Because, again, I can't say it enough. While you're at work being a boss babe, something else is teaching your children. And if you're at work being a boss babe, you don't have time to have anything but 1.2 kids. We're less than 1.5 or whatever it is. We're less than, what is it, or production rate, whatever it's called. We're not producing enough. Other segments of society is. Evil is producing at a good rate. We're not. So it's time. All you Republican boss babes out there saying, oh yeah, I don't have a problem with traditional moms. Yeah, you do. Because every time I hear someone say I don't have a problem with a traditional mother, it's always followed with a but. But me, I do this, I do that. You can do all that. But man your station. Have kids, lots of kids, and train them on how to be awesome Americans. Train them to go to church on Sundays and have good morals. And our country, the ship, will right itself. There's nothing magical. There's no money you can throw at it. And by the way, when I say it's the cause, I mean all of our financial woes. Companies, big companies that everyone's so against, loved it, loves feminism, loves it. Why? Because back in the day, a car and a house and clothing had to be a certain price because one person went to work and earned the money. And if you couldn't afford it, you didn't buy it. Except for two things. Well, that's what it started at. Except for two things. Back in the day, it was if you couldn't afford it, you didn't buy it. And guess what? Before there was credit like there is now, everything was much cheaper. You could afford to live on one income. But then what did they do? They taught us that, hey, ladies, don't listen to no man. Go to work and listen to some man you don't even know. It's the same thing most of the time. And anyone who's ever had a female boss probably didn't like it, if they're honest. So they taught you to leave your house. You don't need no man. You don't listen to your husband. I know he loves you, but don't listen to him. Go listen to some guy you don't know for a paycheck. And then that meant income went up. That means prices went up. And then they doubled it down and taught us how to borrow. And even with two incomes, we can't afford stuff. So we finance it. First it was if you can't afford it, don't buy it. Then it was, hey, let's two of us go to work. They promoted that. And then it was, let's two of us go to work. And darn it, we want what we want. We're American. We're big fat Americans. We want it. We want it now. Let's borrow the money. And it all goes back to women trying to be boss babes. Be a boss babe of the house. Find a good man instead of sleeping around all over the place. He'll love you. He will break his back for you. And men want to be respected. Women want to be loved. He will love you, and you respect him, and you will live a happy life, and you will have children and grandchildren around you on your deathbed rather than being alone. Lots of people, that's the sad part, are going to be very alone on their deathbed. And what a sad day. It already is, but just got worse if you're alone. Have a good one.